As she hurried past them, Granny let out a familiar quaking sound from her bum. One of the guards' noses crinkled at the smell. Ben held his breath, not just because of the smell, but because he was afraid. Was Granny's bosom burp going to wake the guard up and ruin everything? An eternal moment passed. Then the guard opened one eye. Oh no! Granny pushed Ben back and raised her handbag as if to clobber the beefeater with it. This is it, thought Ben. We'll be hanged. But then the guard closed his eye again and continued snoring. Granny, please try to control your bottom, hissed Ben. I didn't do a thing, said Granny innocently. It must have been you. They tiptoed to the huge steel door at the front of the jewel house. Right, I just need your dad's power drill, said Granny, reaching inside her handbag. With a juddering whir, she started drilling through the series of locks in the door. One by one, the metal locks crumbled to the ground. All of a sudden, the guard snored extremely loudly. Zzz, zzz, zzz. Ben froze and Granny nearly dropped the power drill, but the guard slept on, and after a few nerve-wracking minutes, the door was finally unlocked. Granny looked exhausted. Sweat was dripping down her forehead. She sat down on a low wall for a moment and then pulled out a thermos flask. Cabbage soup, she offered. No thank you, Granny, replied Ben. He shifted uneasily. We'd better get going before the guards wake up. Rush, rush, rush. That's all you kids do these days. Patience is a virtue. She poured the last of her cabbage soup down her throat and rose to her feet. Delicious. Right, let's do this, she said. The huge steel door creaked as it opened, and Ben and Granny entered the jewel house. Out of the dark came a flurry of black feathers, hitting Ben and Granny in the face. Ben was so startled he screamed again. Shh, said Granny. What were they? Said Ben, as he saw the winged creatures disappear off into the black sky. Bats? No, dear, ravens. There are dozens of ravens here. Ravens have lived at the tower for hundreds of years. This place is spooky, said Ben, his stomach knotted in fear. Especially at night, Granny agreed. Now stay close to me, boy, because it's about to get a whole lot spookier.